Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. Tom Nappy alongside Wally Henneberry for today's TVL Large matchup between 6-0 Norwood and 1-2 Hopkinton. This is a makeup game from the few games that were postponed due to COVID. There'll be a lot of Sunday Hiller girls basketball action coming your way in the near future on HCAM. But right now, let's send it down to courtside for the opening announcements and the national anthem.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for today's varsity girls basketball game as the Norwood Mustangs take on the Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton High School and the TVL is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and in establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. Please make sure that your behavior demonstrates respect towards everyone in attendance today. And now for today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Mustangs. At guard, number 3, senior Samantha Reen. At guard, number 4, senior Erin Reen. At guard, number 10, senior Allie Steves. At forward, number 11, sophomore Trisha Wachowski. And at forward, number 14, senior Megan Olbris. The Mustangs are coached by Michael Gertie, Paul Lepley, and head coach Amy Quinn. And now for the hometown Hopkinton Hillers. At guard, number 5, senior Jessie Ionelli. At guard, number 11, senior Brooke Doherty. At guard, number 23, senior Lauren Cho. At guard, number 22, senior captain Kiki Fossbender. And at forward, number 33, senior captain Lexi Trendle. The Hillers are coached by Kerry Chatton, Michaela Pucci, and head coach Mike Greco. If you would now please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the opening announcements, the starting lineups, and the national anthem. Tom Nappy alongside Wally Henneberry as we are just about ready for tip-off in this TVL large matchup. And this Norwood team, it is certainly going to be a tall task for the Hillers, but if anyone can handle it, it is certainly this talented Hopkinton team led by a number of seniors. Their lineup full of seniors, all 5 starters for the Hillers are seniors, but a lot of talent on Norwood, and so far so good as they are undefeated. It should be a good battle here today, Wally.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one for Hillers to come out with a record of 1-2 against the undefeated Norwood team, but they haven't had as many games. So we'll see if maybe it's just a slow start for them, and we'll see how good they are today.
Absolutely. Lexi Trendle standing in the center circle up against Megan Olbryce for Norwood. And we are underway here at Hopkinton High School. As Norwood with possession, working right to left across your screen. Erin Reen up top calling it out. Fires it over to Samantha Reen. 3 Reen sisters on the Norwood team.
Yeah, 2 of them are starters today.
Yes. 2 in their senior year, and then you have 1 in their sophomore year as Erin Reen with the first bucket of the game. Hillers trying to quickly respond as they work into the offensive end. Cho with possession. Over to Iannelli. And now Doherty going to fire it over. No one there. Miscommunication. And that's going to be Norwood's ball. Fossbender couldn't get there in time. A rare mistake there for the Hillers.
Yeah, a little miscommunication under the basket there between a couple of the girls.
They're usually very good at distributing the ball. Olbryce fires it out over to Reen. Aaron driving in, up with the hook, no good. Cho pulls it down. Cho up the near side. Fires it back over to Iannelli, and we're going to have a double dribble.
Yeah, a little early game jitters here. A couple of misplays down here. We had a turnover and then a double dribble.
They're getting used to the Sunday time frame. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Steves up the far side. She goes to Wadkowski. Now it's back over to Reen. Shot from up top and knocking it down. Allie Steves for 3.
That's a deep one.
Good start by Norwood as Cho takes it up. This Norwood team can shoot. And they have 6 seniors on their roster as well. They are expecting to do big things this year. They went pretty far in the postseason a couple years ago. As Fossbender takes it in, fires it out to Doherty. Now along the wing is Iannelli. Running out of time on the shot clock, 5 seconds left, trying to get it over to Trendle, stolen away. Here comes Olbryce. Olbryce is a force to be reckoned with, can't finish there, however. Reen with the putback, count it.
Yeah, a couple of 3 turnovers each time they've been down so far. We got a timeout here.
I think that's a well-needed timeout. You find yourselves down already 7-0 against a very good offensive Norwood team. And this game can get out of hand quickly if you let it. So Coach Greco going to try to calm down his team.
Yeah, Norwood defense turned into a tournament, 3 turnovers so far, so it's been a tough start for Hopkinton so far.
And Norwood's a team you just can't do that against. Norwood led by head coach Amy Quinn. The Hillers led by head coach Mike Greco. Both coaches have done a tremendous job with their respected programs. Hopkinton's fresh off their first win of the season. It was their first home game of the season this past Friday as they took down Dedham 44-31. And a very good team effort by the Hillers. And Norwood is fresh off a 58-42 win against Medway. And that is a very good Medway team as well, so a big win.
Yeah, that's a big one for them.
Absolutely. And on average, they're typically in the high 50s, 60s. They even had a game where they put up 72 points against Ashland. So a very good shooting team is Norwood. Cho with the pass over to Doherty. Doherty trying to get it into Trendle. It's taken away. Off the deflection, Olbryce takes it up, fires it to Reen. Up for the shot, no good, and we're going to have a foul. Samantha Reen up for the shot, and it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get Norwood with a push. First foul of the game by either team.
So Hopkins is looking to get a shot off here. That's another turnover. So Norwood's really kind of giving them fits down here in the offensive zone for Hopkinton.
Iannelli with possession over to Fossbender. Now Doherty. Back to Fossbender. Kiki fires it over to Cho. Back up top, Doherty running out of time once again on the shot clock. Good interior defense by Norwood. Now along the short corner is Trendle. Gets it out to Doherty, up for 3. Got it!
He hits it.
Right before the shot clock buzzer, Brooke Doherty knocks it down.
Still a tough possession for Hopkinton. The man-to-man defense is giving him a lot of trouble down there.
Nearly a steal there as Fossbetter nearly ripped it away. Hopkinton certainly has good hustle as they showed against Dedham this past Friday. But Norwood, a very good interior defense team, so you're going to have to find ways around their very effective defenders. For three from the corner, no good by Steves, and it's a rebound by Doherty. Gets it up to Cho. Cho trying to find Ianelli, and a little mishandle there. Norwood ball. On the near side, Steves gets it back over to Reen. Now here comes Samantha Reen. Back to Aaron. Aaron calls it out. The Hillers concentrating on Megan Olbrice, who is a force to be reckoned with from the interior. Speaking of Olbrice, she'll kick it out over to Reen, up for three. Nice. Got it. Swishes it right through. Erin Reen already with 7 points for Norwood.
Yeah, nice interior passing right there on that play, and then the kick out for the three. That's really shows you finding the open man is really good for that.
Cho with possession. Back to Doherty now. And stealing it away, Erin Reen on a break to the hoop. Up with the lay-in. Count it.
Yeah, it's starting to get out of hand again. Greco probably doesn't want to use all his timeouts right away. He's hoping that they can settle themselves down out there.
Another miscommunication as Cho tries to get it a Fossbender. And you can't have that against this Norwood team. And I think seeing how well Norwood's shooting from the field, it's getting the Hillers shooken up a little bit. Over to the corner to Olbrice along the baseline. Fires it out over to Chorus. And now to the right side of the perimeter. Up and in goes Trisha Wadkowski.
There's another three.
They're just knocking them down. Cho works it up the floor. Dacey with it. Now Flanagan. Trendle. And she is going to draw contact. It's going to be the second foul on Norwood. Guilty party is Megan Olbrice, her first. Dacey on the entry to Kiki, up for three. Yes! That is just what they needed.
Yeah, exactly. Get a quick shot, not waste any time on the clock, and knock it down.
Aaron with it. Up to Olbrice. Over to the short corner. Wadkowski fires it over. Passes along the perimeter. Aaron Reen for three. No good off the back iron. Olbrice with the putback. No. A secondary putback, and she'll draw contact.
And she'll be shooting with this one.
Absolutely. You got to watch her in the low post, that's for sure. They're going to get Lexi Trendle, her first team first for Hopkinton. First of two, yes. Megan Olbrice, a senior. Been a key player on this Norwood team for the last couple of seasons. And she knocks them both down.
We got a late substitution. And she's going to take a seat.
Olbrice going to take a breather. Samantha Rogala is in for Norwood. Here comes Cho. Fires it over to Dacey. Now up top is Flanagan. Back to Cho. Cho trying to work it inside. Gets it over to Trendle. Up, off the glass, no good. Loose ball collected by Samantha Reen. Here comes Erin Reen over to the near side of Chorus. Driving in, up with the left hand, no good. Ball batted around the baseline. Out of play it goes. Hiller's ball. Flanagan on the entry. Cho will take it up. 11-point lead for Norwood. Hands it back to Fossbetter, and a little mishandle there by Dacey. Out of bounds it goes.
The
It will
Hillers
remain
ball.
with the Hillers. Into Cho. Back to Dacey. Trendle's setting a pick. Flanagan with it now.
Oh, travel.
Another moving violation on the Hillers. They've had a couple of those already.
Yeah, the Norwood defense is just as good as their offense, and they're really giving the Hillers trouble.
Chorus on the entry to Aaron Reen. She goes. Aaron over to Olbryce. Olbryce up with the shot, draws the foul.
She didn't sit for long. And she's back in there shooting 2 again.
Yeah, they typically don't have her on the bench very long. It's going to be a team second for the Hillers. And it's once again on Lexi Trendle, her second. First of 2, yes. 3 for 3 from the line is Megan Olbryce. And the official making sure the players are masked up. Can't imagine it's easy running around the court with your mask on. Second of 2, no good. Out of play it goes. It'll stay with Norwood.
Yeah, not easy when you're trying to suck in as much oxygen as you can.
Right.
And you get the mask in the way.
Olbryce over to Aaron Reen. Aaron fires it over to the right block, up and in goes Samantha Regala. She was wide open.
So they were passing over a 1-3-1 zone defense there, and they got the girl open underneath on one side on the back and forth.
Flanagan. Olbryce trying to strip it away. She's just able to get it out to Cho. Cho driving in, draws the contact.
She's going to shoot 2 here.
I think the Hillers are going to have to utilize Lauren Cho today, get her in the interior. First foul on Aaron Reen, team third for Norwood.
Oh.
And Cho knocks the first one down. Samantha Reen into the game for Aaron Reen. No good on the second. Olbryce with the rebound. Lauren Reen, the younger sister, taking it up. Gets it over to Chorus. Chorus driving down. Over to Olbryce. And with ease, another 2.
And she sucked in the defense toward her and then hit the open girl right under the basket all alone. She may have taken an extra step on that play, but they let it go.
You get away with one here and there. Dacey on the entry. Trisha Witkowski back into the game for Norwood. Cho. Over to Dacey. Now to Trendle. Lexi driving in past the defender.
Gets her own rebound.
On the putback, no. And now she gets the rebound again. Puts it up another time, no good. Knocked out of bounds, Norwood ball. You got to finish there.
Yeah, good fight though on her offensive board. Stay with the ball.
Certainly was.
Be nice to get one of those back in though.
Aaron Reen will take it up. 30 seconds and counting left to go in this first quarter. Over to Lauren Reen. Back to Aaron. Lauren from the wing. Back to Aaron. Now into the interior. Back out to Samantha. Got all the Reen sisters out there. Witkowski driving down, and drawing the foul now is going to be Olbryce.
Looked like the Hillers were trying to change it up a little bit at the end of the quarter with a 2-1-2 zone rather than the 1-3-1 they had last time down. And Norwood did a good job passing it over the zone.
Megan Olbrice already with 5 points today.
Well, make it 6.
Yep. She is a force to be reckoned with from the free throw line. 4 for 5 from the strike so far. Got it. 5 for 6. 24-7, Norwood lead. 11.7 seconds left in the quarter. Cho taking it up. And she lost it. And it's going to go to Norwood.
So Hopkins is going to full court defense here.
Yeah, they're going to need to force some turnovers to get back into this game. Lauren Reen contested. She loses it. At the buzzer, no good by Flanagan. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Norwood 24, the Hillers 7. A nice lead for Norwood as we head into the second quarter. And Wally Hopkinton, they're going to have to force some turnovers and be more effective from the field if they want to get back into this game.
Absolutely. That was a tough first quarter for Hopkinton. Norwood's just playing a really, really good stifling man-to-man defense and getting their hands in all the passing lanes and really disrupting the Hillers' offense. They caused a lot of turnovers of their own, getting themselves some free buckets and kind of putting it out of reach quickly. Hopefully Hopkinton can kind of turn it around, like you said, with some turnovers of their own and get back in this game.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but this Norwood team, if you let them strike like they did in that first quarter, it won't be long until they are able to take control of this game. So we'll see what Hopkinton will change heading into this second quarter. Let's take a look at the scoring total so far in the first quarter. Erin Reen has 9 points for Norwood. Allie Steves with 3. Trisha Wadkowski with 3. Megan Olbrice has 7. And Samantha Regala with 2. For Hopkinton, you got Brooke Doherty with 3. Kiki Fossbender with 3. And Lauren Cho with 1.
Yeah, not a lot of scoring there for Hopkinton, obviously.
Yeah, I expect them to pick up the pace a little bit. They are famously known for starting off a little slow in the first quarter.
Well, let's hope they don't let Norwood get a big lead and run away and hide.
And we did get word today that tomorrow's scheduled boys varsity hockey game against Martha's Vineyard is postponed to a date to be determined, so no hockey, unfortunately, tomorrow as we are underway in the second quarter. Cho fires it into Kiki. Fossbender driving down, out to Cho.
Well, Norwood hasn't done anything different with their defense.
Running out of time once again on the shot clock. Doherty finds Kiki.
Oh, nice backdoor cut.
Oh, a travel.
Too bad they couldn't finish there, but a nice backdoor cut and a nice look on the pass.
Samantha Reen into Aaron. Samantha back to Aaron. Fires it over, driving down. Wadkowski can't finish. Kiki with the rebound, draws the push.
There's a foul. They passed over the full court zone defense and get another easy layup. They didn't convert, but still too easy for them. The Hillers can't let that happen.
Foul on Megan Olbrice. That's her second, team 5th. Cho takes it up. Doherty. Over to Trendle, long 2, no good. And loose ball collected by Trendle. Fossbender with it now, coming in from the wing, kicks it back out to Doherty. Doherty over to Iannelli. Trendle back to Iannelli on the give and go.
Nice give and go there.
That was a good look. Aaron up to Samantha. Back to Erin Reen now. She'll call it out.
Yeah, better passing the last 2 times down the court, leading to possible layups. They couldn't convert, but at least they had the right idea going there.
Steves with it over to Samantha. And out of the wing, up for three, and no good is Olbrice. Rebound Aaron, driving in, off the glass and in. And that pass intercepted by Wadkowski as Cho tried to get it to the near side. And Wadkowski just nowhere to go with it there. It'll end up going back to the Hillers.
That's some good defense on the break in. It's still trouble on their offense. It led to a turnover. At least we were able to stop the layup.
Yep. As Davies takes it up. Over to Iannelli. Iannelli gets it into Doherty. Now to Fossbender. Dribbled off her foot.
Tough breaks. They're looking for different ways to get inside by passing, cutting the back door. You know, they are trying some different things here.
And I think they're going to keep experimenting throughout this game to find what works. Chorus with the finish. Alexa Chorus making it a 28-7 game, and will get a timeout. I believe that was a Hillers timeout.
I believe so. I think similar to the first quarter, he doesn't want things to get too fast out of hand.
Yeah, and Hopkinton, they're finding good looks and creating some good shooting opportunities, but just having trouble from the field today.
Yeah, they definitely have the right idea, I think, going in, looking for backdoor cuts and not trying to dribble too hard through the man-to-man defense. And they're getting the cuts, they're getting the looks, and they're just not able to convert the layups.
And they'll certainly keep working on that as this second quarter continues. I think their defense in the low post in this quarter so far has improved a bit. They're certainly contesting these Norwood shooters a bit more than they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think they're going a lot of different looks with the zones, but they are trying to match up quickly outside, to contest the open shots.
And we have another big week of Hillers sports coming up next week on HCAM. We'll fill you in on our coverage next week throughout today's broadcast, but we do want to remind you that tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. on HCAM, we'll have our Martin Luther King Day program. Martin Luther King Day program at 10 a.m. on HCAM. A lot of great community groups involved in making it happen. A virtual program this year due to the COVID situation, but you can catch it live on HCAM at 10 a.m. on our YouTube page and HCAM TV. And then after, you can watch anytime on our YouTube page. Elena Davies with it. Gets it over to Trendle, up for the shot, no good. Rebound by Aaron Reen. Aaron up to Chorus. Now over to the corner. Wadkowski for three, no good.
Well, good box out there for the rebound.
Trendle fires it down to Fossbender. Now up top to Davies. Over to Doherty. Doherty was trying to get it to Trendle's bat away, but Davies able to collect a loose ball, and now another turnover here as Norwood gets it back.
I do like how they're trying to get the ball into the high post with Trendle at the top, looking for cutters. And then if there's no one, she kind of had the dribble penetration on her own.
Steve's over to
different
Aaron.
look.
Yep. And the rebound collected by Davies. Battle for it. Norwood gets it back. And now up and no good is Chorus. Elena Davies with the rebound. Trying to get it down the near side. Aaron Reen strips it away to the bucket. Up with the left hand, draws the foul.
Yeah, Norwood's really quick getting to these long passes. That's 2 or 3 now we've seen where they've a long outlet pass that Norwood's just stepped right in front of and taken away.
Foul called on Jessa Iannelli, her first, team fourth. As Aaron Reen trying to increase the 21-point lead for the Mustangs. And she will with the first. Aaron Reen having a good afternoon so far. 12 points. No good. And it looks like Trendle drew some contact.
Yeah, loose ball foul on the rebound there. That's going to be on Samantha Reed.
Yeah, that's her first, team sixth. Davies with possession. Over to Doherty. Trying to get it back to Davies. It's intercepted by Aaron Reed. I think you're trying to pass over too many defenders there.
Yeah, too much ground to cover in those passes.
Out to Regala. Now Olbrice. Lauren Reed with it. Back to Chorus. Now here comes Erin. Driving down, up, and draws the foul. She's heading to the line.
Another different look by Greco on defense here. He's got the girls in a man-to-man now.
And that's the third on Lexi Trendle. She's going to have to be careful. I imagine she's going to come out of the game pretty shortly. First of two, good.
Yeah, and she's subbing out now.
Coming into the game is Lexi Bruce. Second of two. Got it. 3 for 4 from the line is Erin Reed. Elena Davies with possession. Hillers have yet to score a point in the second quarter. Flanagan over to Iannelli. Now to Davies, driving down, and it's deflected away, but she draws contact.
They're trying to get a little bit more aggressive taking the ball in, whether it's by pass or by dribble. And hopefully they can get a few points here.
They're going to get Samantha Regala with her second foul.
Here we go.
And Davies hits the first point for the Hillers in the second quarter. Elena Davies, a sophomore. And she's certainly a player to watch in the coming months and years. Second of two, no good. Olbrice collects. Misfire there.
Well, miscommunication, no defenders around, so a little break here for Hopkinton.
Bethel Flanagan into Cho. Flanagan. And trying to figure out where to go with it. Over to Davies. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving in. Up with the right hand, no good, and Olbrice collects. Over to Reen. Lauren gets it up over to Samantha. Now to Olbrice, down the lane. Can't finish there. Kicks it out over to Chorus, up with the long two. That's no good. And then we're going to have contact on the rebound attempt between Olbrice and Lexi. Let's see.
It's going to be a foul on Olbrice.
Yep.
Going over the back.
I think that's the right call. That's going to be her third, so another player that's going to have to be careful.
And she takes a seat right away.
And that's right. Hillers are now in the bonus, so 1-1. Lexi Bruce at the line. Well, trailing by 23. I think you're going to try to get to the line as much as you can if you're the Hillers. And the front end, no good. Collected by Wadkowski. Lauren Reen up to Samantha. And Samantha trying to get it over, stolen away. Good read by Fossbender.
Nice steal, nice decision to pull it back out too. Too many defenders back in front of her.
Davies into Lexi Bruce. Now Cho. Cho lost her dribble, able to recollect. Davies running out of time on the shot clock, 5 seconds left. Cho going to launch the three, no good. And it's collected by Alexa Chorus. Lauren Reen will take it up. Lauren calls it out, over to Samantha. Into Chorus. Up with the turnaround jumper and good. 33-8 Norwood. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Show to Bethel Flanagan. And we're going to have a foul. Grab called there. And that is going to send Kiki Fossbender to the line for a 1-and-1. Kiki, 3 points so far this afternoon. On the front end, got it.
Yeah, for the rest of the first half, they're going to have to try to draw some fouls and get to the line and then make the free throws.
Absolutely. On the back end, yes. Full court pressure as expected by the Hillers. Aaron Reen with it, nearly taken away. Gets it over to Chorus. And now into the interior, up and off the window goes Watkowski.
Norwood really does a good job of handling the press.
Cho takes it up. Into Lexi Bruce. And her shot attempt is blocked, but contact made by Trisha Watkowski. It's going to be her second. Lexi Bruce at the line. It's double bonus time for the Hillers. On the first of two, no good. Alexis Bruce, a junior. Second of two, no good. Rebound Watkowski. Now Aaron Reen will take it up. Approaching a minute left to go. Along the wing, Steves. Steves kicks it out. Back to the wing, up for the three. And it's good by Samantha Ragala.
Bounces around and goes in. A lot of nice patience there on the offense before they found the open girl for the three-pointer.
Flanagan. And that's going to be blocked, taken away. Collected by Allie Steves. Here comes Aaron Reen. Reen driving down. Up with the turnaround. Can't finish. Batted around, and Norwood maintains possession. Steve's trying to fire it over the corner, and a bit of a mishandle there by Regala. It'll go to the Hillers. Lauren Cho takes it up. Over to Dacey. Now Bruce. Back to Flanagan. Driving down, up, no good. And she'll get it back,
nice
puts
hustle.
It back up. Good hustle there, and now off her hands and out of bounds. But they're going to call it out off of Steves. That was good hustle there.
Hiller ball, yeah. Way to follow her own shot and stick with it.
And the Dacey on the entry. 7.3 seconds left in the second quarter.
Got to get it in here. We're going to get a 5-second violation.
Oh, boy. Can't do that. Into Aaron Reen. Fires it up. Fossbender gets in the way, but ends up knocking it out of bounds. Good hustle there. Getting in front of Watkowski. Aaron Reen on the entry. Fires it out to Lauren, up for three, no good. And at the end of 2 quarters of play, it's Norwood 38, the Hillers 10. Certainly not a pretty first half, Wally.
No, neither quarter was very good. Unfortunately, they only scored in the single digits in both quarters. That was a tough one. The Norwood defense is really stifling them, and the offense is very patient, and they pass it around, pass over the zones, and the man-to-man to get the open layups, and they've been shooting well. So it's all going well for Norwood.
It certainly is, but another half to play. In about 10 minutes, we'll step aside at the halftime break. It is Norwood 38, the Hillers 10. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity basketball on HCAM. And welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center as we are just about ready for the second half of this TVL Large matchup between the Norwood Mustangs and the Hopkinton Hillers. Tom Nappy alongside Wally Henneberry. And the Hillers certainly hoping that they'll have a better half in this second frame than they did in the first half. They find themselves down by 28 points, 38-10. Let's take a look at the scoring totals from the first half. For the Hillers, Elena Davies with 1, Brooke Doherty with 3, Kiki Fossbender with 5 points, Lauren Cho with 1. For Norwood, Erin Reen with 14, Allie Steves with 3, Tricia Wadkowski with 5, Megan Olbrice with 7 points, Samantha Regala with 5, Alexa Chorus with 4. Well, the Hillers are going to need to really get the scoring going in this second half if they want any chance of getting back into this one, Wally.
Yeah, and they're really going to have to kind of let themselves not get frazzled or pulled out of their action by Norwood. That's really been their trouble the first half. Norwood's defense is really dictating what Hopkinton's been able to do and not been able to do, and they really need to kind of keep their heads a little bit, not create their own problems by turning the ball over, especially.
Erin Reen with possession. Norwood starts off working left to right across your screen. Steves over to Olbrice. Now to Erin. Back to Olbrice. Around the defender. Up. No good. And it's collected by Trendle. Fossbender takes it up. Cho over to Doherty. Back to Cho. Cho taking it in off the glass. No good. Too much on that lane attempt. Erin Reen takes it up.
Well, they really at least able to do what they wanted to on that play. They had a nice pick on the outside and were able to get penetration to the basket.
Wadkowski gets it out to Olbrice as she falls to the floor. And now stolen away. Good steal by Doherty. Out to Cho. Back to Doherty. Cho along the corner. Into Trendle. Trendle around the defender. No good. Another great look that they just couldn't finish.
Yeah, at least they're not turning the ball over there. They got 2 good shots on the two first possessions.
Reen over to Steves. Now fires into the corner. Samantha Reen for 3. Air ball. Olbrice puts it up. Draws the foul. Well, Olbrice had Samantha Reen's back there on the air ball and able to draw the contact. That's going to be on Lexi Trendle. That's her 4th.
Yeah, that's really going to dictate how much she plays here the rest of the way, unfortunately.
Olbrice misses the first free throw.
And Trendle comes out right now. We probably won't see her for a little while.
Yep. Olbrice 5 for 7 from the line this afternoon. And misses that one. Fossbender collects. Cho takes it up. Over to Iannelli. Now Cho. Pick set by Lexi Bruce. With possession is Doherty. Driving down, up and in, plus the foul.
That's a nice play. They're trying to play a lot of offense out through the high post there and getting Gross cutting to the basket. A little confusion for Norwood allowed her to take the ball herself right in for the layup.
That's what the Hillers needed there. That's going to be on Samantha Reen, her 3rd. On the and one, count it.
That's nice. That's a nice 3-point play for her.
Taking it up is Erin Reen. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Working in towards the interior, drives down. Nothing there, surrounded by Hillers.
She's slow to get up.
Brooke Doherty now trying to respond, and Olbrice with the block. And it's knocked out of bounds. It was knocked off of Doherty. Good heads up knock away by Olbrice.
Good defense under the basket, both ends of the court there.
Well, in the last full season, Norwood went 21-2 and had a pretty good playoff run. And they had much of the same roster. So they're hoping to go even further this year. Erin Reen along the near side, over to Olbrice. Into the paint, Wadkowski with the fadeaway, no good. And Fossbender going to draw the contact on the rebound.
And that's a foul on Aaron Reen.
And we'll get a timeout called. That was the second foul of the half for Norwood, and that's Aaron Reen's second foul. Well, if the Hillers can get some scoring going, they could really capture some momentum. They're getting some good turnovers, and Norwood struggling from the field a bit to start off this third quarter.
Yeah, they are, and the Hillers have come out a little stronger than they did in the first half. Hopefully they can keep it up and force Norwood into some more fouls, and hopefully that'll be to their advantage.
Well, this Hillers team, they have shown they can score quickly, so you certainly can't count them out. But they'll have a tall task here with contesting against a very good Norwood defense. So, Wally, did you watch that lovely Patriots game last night?
I did. Yeah, that was a tough one.
We won't talk any more about it.
Yeah, no, we
There's
don't have
nothing
to.
that needs to be said.
No, we don't need to.
Well, you got to go for Tom Brady now, though.
Yeah, I definitely think so. That's how I feel also. And I'm a big Brady guy, and I like to see him do well.
I guess what's good about Brady being elsewhere is you have a team to fall back on now if the Patriots don't do so well.
That's true.
Off the timeout, Jess Ionelli on the entry. Cho takes it up. Brooke Doherty with it. Doherty over to Ionelli. Hands it off to Fossbender. Up and no good. Falls out and collected by Ulbrice. Tough break there.
Yeah, again, they're running their offense a lot better than they did in the first half, and that was nice. They got another play just the way they wanted it, got the shot they wanted, it just didn't go down.
Aaron Reen with it. Driving in. Good block by Cho.
Big block. That's a nice one.
She just said, get that out of here.
Yeah, they're definitely playing better defense and a little bit better offense here in the second half.
On the entry, it's going to be Lauren Reen coming in for her sister, Aaron Reen. Lauren fires it out to Ulbrice. Now to Chorus. Running out of time on the shot clock, 5 seconds. Over to Ulbrice, and Ulbrice with the finish.
That's a great cut to the basket, and good vision by the girl with the ball.
Cho over to Ionelli. Now Doherty. Cho. Round the defender she goes, and a little bump there. It's going to be against Cho, I believe. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Fossbender.
Yeah, on the pick. She said a moving pick there.
Reen. Steves.
So the Hillers are in a nice, tough man-to-man defense here.
Knocked away from Wadkowski. Loose ball picked up by Doherty, and she'll get it out to Cho. Cho driving down, and she is denied by Ulbrice, and the loose ball going to be knocked out of bounds. Went off of a Mustang, and it's going to be Hiller's ball.
Yeah, good defense down the other end by the Hillers. Lead to a nice offensive break there.
Lexi Bruce on the entry to Cho. Cho calls it out. Thought about the long jumper there. Gives it off to Flanagan, driving in. And she's denied. Collected by Lauren Reen. Reen calls it out. Gets it over to Wadkowski. Now to the wing to Steves. Takes it in. Back out to Ulbrice. Ulbrice down the lane. And a little bit too much on that attempted pass to Chorus.
Good vision on the court. Nice drive. Nice kick to the open girl, but a little too much on the pass for her. But I do like Hiller's defense here in this in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're definitely playing a lot better defensively. Norwood seemed to have a lot of easy shots in that first half, not so much in the second half. Cho with possession. Go to Fossbender. Driving down. Count it.
Nice bucket there.
7 points so far for Kiki Fossbender. Lauren Reen takes it up, working against Cho. Olbrice feeds it out. And out of the corner, up for three. No good is Regala. Batted around, collected by Chorus. Now to Lauren Reen, driving in, finds Chorus, up for the long two. No good. Cho collects. Cho goes behind the back, down the lane, up with the left hand, can't finish.
That was a pretty play.
Certainly was. Regala looking for Olbrice. Able to find her after it was batted away by a defender, and Olbrice with the bucket. Lexi Bruce did a nice job defensively, but Olbrice able to get around her.
Yeah, the initial defense was very good. Olbrice was able to collect her own ball, got away from her and put it right back in.
Doherty driving down, denied. Olbrice with the block. It will stay with the Hillers. Substitution for Norwood. Caroline Galvin making her first appearance of the game. Allie Steves takes a seat. Lexi Bruce on the entry, over to Cho. Down to the corner, Fossbender. And she's going to draw the foul.
Say it's on the floor, so she wasn't shooting when she took off, and she beat her defender. The defender had nothing to do but to foul her.
It's going to be against Lexa Chorus, her first. Team third for Norwood. Flanagan gets it up to Cho. Now to Kiki. Up for the jumper, no good off the back iron, collected by Olbrice.
They really are getting a lot of good shots here in the second half. Unfortunately, they just aren't getting them to fall.
Lauren Reen takes it up. Reen feeds it out to the wing to Steves. They'll make that Regala. Back to Reen. Olbrice running out of time on the shot clock, 7 seconds left. Lauren Reen goes long distance, no good. And the ball knocked out of play. They're going to call it out off of Emma Dacey.
Yeah, right off her leg. Right, hit her right in the knee.
It stays with Norwood. 1:40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 27-point lead for the Mustangs of Norwood. Lauren Reen into Olbrice, turns around and puts it up and in. Well, Megan Olbrice, 6 points in the third quarter, 13 overall.
And that's a nice set play they have under the basket, especially when you have someone like Olbrice who's big enough to dominate an interior defender like that. She gets her space and right in.
Fossbender drives down, count it.
Great drive.
That's 9 points for Fossbender. Reen. Olbrice setting a pick there. Chorus driving in. Gets it over to Galvin, and it's stripped away. Taken away by Dacey. Here she comes up the near side. And it's going to go to Norwood. Is that a moving violation?
I think she's calling an offensive foul. Pushing off with her offhand.
I thought it was going to be a carry, but there was some contact there. So Emma Dacey with her first. Regala on the entry, over to Wadkowski. Now to Lauren Reen. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Under a minute left to go in the third. Olbrice, good look, draws the foul. Really had no choice but to foul her there.
Yeah, she just got open just at the last second, and great look into her underneath the basket. Yeah, you had to foul her.
And that's going to be on Lexi. That's her fifth, so she's all done this afternoon. Team fourth for the Hillers.
Yeah, she had a tough task today underneath there.
Certainly did.
Played well trying to get them going on the offense and on the high post for when she was in there. and she looked good, but just didn't. You know, the end results of the plays just weren't there.
Megan Olbrice was 5 for 6 from the line in the first half, 0 for 3 in this half so far. And she hits one there.
And she's going to go take a seat.
She might be all done this afternoon.
I was just going to say, it's about time.
Davies. Working up the lane. And draws contact.
Reach in foul. That's going to be on Wachowski.
It's going to be her third. Brooke Doherty on the entry. Fires it out to Flanagan and knocked out of play.
I'm not sure if the defender, who really didn't have her face to the ball, I wonder if she had anything to do with that, getting in her way.
Chorus with possession. I think she knocked it off of her. Over to Lauren Reen. Feeds it underneath, up and in. Trisha Wadkowski.
That was a great look by the girl with the ball. She looked off the defender. The girl was cutting down the lane. Everyone went with where she was looking, and she hit the cutter right in stride.
Fossbender driving down, up for the shot, called for the travel. Let's see if Norwood attempts a buzzer beater here. And they're just going to hang on to it. And as we head to the fourth quarter, it's all Norwood as they lead the Hillers 47-17. This Norwood team, they're impressive.
They sure are. In that quarter, though, the Hillers really kind of showed a little something. They played them pretty even through the whole quarter.
They did. It was a 9-7 quarter. And if the Hillers hit more of their shots, I think they could have easily won the quarter, but the problem is they just couldn't hit from the field very effectively.
Right. They were, the plays were there. They were getting there. They were getting the shots they wanted. And just for one reason or another, they just weren't going down.
We'll take a look at the Hillers scoring totals so far as we head into the fourth. Elena Davies with 1, Brooke Doherty with 6. You have Kiki Fossbender leading the way with 9 and Lauren Cho with 1. So we mentioned that we're going to have some more Hiller sports coverage next week, full slate of games. And it starts on Tuesday. We'll have boys varsity basketball as they take on Bellingham at 6:30. You could also catch the JV game before at 5 p.m. That's next Tuesday. Hillers taking on Bellingham. Should be a good TVL battle there. And then on Wednesday, boys hockey takes on Bellingham. An 8 p.m. start time for that game from the New England Sports Center. And then next Thursday, we'll have Alpine Ski at 6:30 p.m. And then we'll be back with the girls basketball team as they take on Norton on Friday. Cho with possession. Gets it over to Iannelli. Cho takes it in, feeds it out. Doherty. Doherty up for the shot. No, it falls out. Cho collects the putback. No. And pulling it down is Olbrice.
And she's fouled underneath right there.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. Aaron Reen will take it up.
They have stayed in that man-to-man defense this whole second half. They really kind of threw away their zone defense after it didn't work in the first half.
Yeah, their defense has certainly been better in the second half. Fossbender and miscommunication there. Aaron Reen with possession. Aaron working against Fossbender. Now Doherty gets in there and a little body bump. That's going to draw the whistle. It's going to be the first foul of the game on Brooke Doherty. Olbrice on the entry to Wadkowski. Now Aaron Reen with it. Up to Samantha. Now Steves. And stolen away by Doherty. Doherty on a quick break. And lost her dribble.
Great read on defense. She saw the give and go there and jumped right in front of where she read where the play was coming, jumped right in front of it and got the ball.
Yeah, it was a good steal. It would have been a nice finish too, but just lost her balance a little bit. Erin Reen feeds it over to Wadkowski, and now Albright striking again.
That's just great interior passing by Norwood.
The Hillers work it back up the floor quickly. Doherty over to Iannelli. Iannelli down the lane, no good.
Great
Grabs
drive.
her own rebound,
Great
good
drive.
hustle.
Just
Yeah.
couldn't get her shot to go down.
Kiki for three, no. Went off the back of Albright, and now we're going to have a jump ball call as Lexi Bruce and Erin Reen get wrapped up.
It's going to be Norwood ball.
Samantha Reen on the entry. Erin gets it over to Wadkowski, and now it's taken away. Cho round the defender, no good on the hook shot, and Norwood has it back. Erin Reen works it up the floor. She finds Steves. Up to Albright. And stolen away by Doherty on the attempted pass to Wadkowski. Fossbender drives down and blocked by Albright, and she'll collect along the baseline. Erin Reen will take it up. Albright. Now Steves. Out to Erin. Going to drive in. Up with the right hand and good. 16 points overall for Erin Reen. And now the backups are going to come in, I believe.
Yeah, Norwood's kind of trying to confuse the Hiller defense there with a spread out motion offense, trying to get a double team and then find the open man each time for backdoor cuts. And it's been working pretty well. They were doing it out of the high post a couple of times in a row, and then the last time kind of with a motion, and they try to kind of weave the ball through and hand it to each other until they get two defenders on one girl. And then once that breaks down, the whole defense kind of breaks down, and they're zipping the passes across the lane until they get a layup.
Yeah, it's worked really well for them, and I have to say, to hold this Hillers team to 17 points, you got to give them credit. It's very impressive.
It's true, yeah. They're doing a great job.
Well, this will be a game that Hopkinton will be able to learn from. And these are the kinds of games you need to motivate you to improve.
Yeah, it's early in the season for Hopkinton, not as early in the season for Norwood. So this is probably something they haven't seen something this good, and they're going to have to, like you said, learn from it and know that there's other teams like this out there that they're going to have to prepare for.
And I definitely think this Hopkinton team has a lot of talent and can compete with just about anybody, but today they just had a bit of a rough one. Elena Davies takes it up. Under 5 minutes left to go in this game. Charlotte Holden with possession. Out to Davies. Driving in, kicks it up to Finnegan. Finnegan. And that pass was knocked back to her and then taken by Regala. Lauren Reen will take it up. Feeds it over, and Wadkowski can't finish. Davies into the post and drawing the foul, Lexi Bruce.
Again, Norwood doing the same thing, waiting for the double team and then trying to hit a cutter once the defense breaks down. Why change it when it's working?
Yep. A foul on Lauren Reen, her first. First to two, no good. Well, Lexi Bruce having a bit of a struggle from the line today, 0 for 4. No good there. Collected by Wadkowski. Lauren Reen takes it up. Chorus. Now Wadkowski. Out to Regala. Driving down Galvin. Travel.
Yeah. Got a little excited, took off before she could put the ball down.
Elena Davies takes it up. Over to the wing to Finnegan. Now to Bruce. That's Davies. Long three, no good. A little short. Collected by Chorus. Regala. Stolen away by Holden. Down the lane, up for the shot, no good. Batted around, who's going to end up with it? It's going to be Norwood as Chorus works her way up the far side. Chorus feeds it over and can't finish. Galvin on that shot attempt. Nice pass into the lane, up, no good by Bruce.
That kind of tells you how it's been going for Hopkinton all day. Even when they get a good look, it's just not going down for them.
Yeah, it just wasn't their day shooting-wise. Galvin over to Wadkowski. Green driving in, and she'll draw contact. It's going to be the first foul by Elena Davies. First to two, good. Well, we mentioned girls basketball. The next time we'll see them is Friday against Norton. It'll be a 6:30 tip-off. We'll have the JV game at 5 p.m. And then they'll also be in action next Sunday against Holliston. 3 p.m. tip-off for that one. And we'll have the JV game at 1:30. As Lauren Ree missed the second free throw, here comes the Hillers. And it's taken back by Chorus. Lauren Reen takes it up. And knocked out of play. Ogala into Lauren.
So you can see them setting up their motion offense here. They've got two players on each side of the court, and they're cutting through and around, but with plenty of space.
Missed three by Regala, and Green was able to keep it in Norwood possession, and it's taken away by Elena Davies. Off the attempted pass, Davies. And knocked
deflected off her leg.
Yep. Well, Norwood going to improve to 7-0. Hillers will fall to 1-3. You wonder if the late start for the Hillers maybe didn't help them too much, and they started off a little bit slow, because usually in those first couple of games you're a little bit shaky, but right now everybody else is towards the middle of the season.
Right, hopefully you'll keep them fresh for the later part of the season.
Because when you're shut down due to COVID protocols, you're not practicing either.
Right, every day you're not practicing, you're losing conditioning and just repetitions.
But I'd expect the Hillers are going to pick it up as the season goes on. They certainly have a lot of good experience on the roster, so I think they'll certainly have a good chance to turn this thing around. That is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Norwood.
So good defense there in Hopkinton, kind of disrupting what Norwood's trying to do, just knocking the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought the Hiller defense played very well today. It was just offensively, they just couldn't find the hoop.
Yeah, Norwood had no problem in the first half with their zone defense, whether it was the 2-1-2 or a 1-3-1. Norwood was just passing over the top of it and getting easy buckets. And then the second half, he's really stuck with a man-to-man defense here, and it's worked much better.
It certainly has. Well, if these two teams ever meet up again, which they will actually in Norwood, he'll know what kind of defense
right.
he should use.
Right, start right away with the man-to-man.
Hillers working it up the floor with possession at his Davies. Yeah, stripped away, battle for it. We'll have a jump ball call as keeps
Possession
Finnegan.
arrow is going to keep it with Hopkinton.
Yep. Finnegan and Course getting tied up. Finnegan over to Davies. Driving down, taken back by Norwood. Regala with Course picks up the loose ball. Big thank you to our crew today, sacrificing a bit of their Sunday afternoon to help out. Rowan, Andy Ritz, and John Ritz. And Wally, glad to have you be part of our broadcast team this season.
My pleasure being here.
Alexa Chorus heading to the line. And she'll hit the front end of the 1-and-1. On the back end, got it. (54-17).
Yeah, Norwood putting up a lot of points again tonight, or this afternoon.
Yeah, they are a high-scoring team. They can really just put up points at an impressive rate. Finnegan running out of time on the shot clock. Trying to get around the defender, gets tied up with Regala.
And there's a loose ball foul on Norwood.
They're going to get Regala.
And Norwood did a good job staying out of the bonus in the second half.
Yeah, they certainly did. Very disciplined team. Driving in, Davies. Kicks it out, up for three, no good, is Finnegan. And then we'll get a jump ball call as Galvin got tied up with Davies. 5 seconds left. She'll likely just hold on to it here.
She doesn't even have to cross half court. And there it is.
And there it is. 54-17 Norwood win over the Hillers. Well, it wasn't a pretty game for Hopkinton, but I guess you could take this as a good learning experience.
Yeah, that was a tough one. They kind of ran into a buzzsaw today. Norwood started off hot early and never really let down. They were, like I said, they got a big lead. They ran away and hid from Hopkinton.
Well, Norwood will next take on Dover Sherborne on the road. Hopkinton next will take on Bellingham on the road. But for our HCAM crew, my broadcast partner Wally Henneberry, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time: Norwood improves to 7-0 with a 54-17 victory over the Hopkinton Hillers. We thank you all for tuning in. Take care, be well, and we'll talk to you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody.